You know, just like with Cesar Chavez, you know, they had the Huelga and Leno and stuff like that. You know, with Cesar, they also had the Huelga in Salinas Valley. That was my valley, my turf. You know, when the Huelga started off over there. Oh, we're done with the Fiesta de las Rosas, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, we helped organize 3 different marches that were coming in. One came in from Greenfield to Salinas, because the United Farm Workers headquarters was Salinas. And Greenfield was 8, 16, 8. It was about 30-something miles away. We had a march coming in from Greenfield to Salinas. We had another one coming in from Gilroy to Salinas, which is about maybe 30-something miles away. And also we had another march coming in from Watsonville to Salinas. We did security for all 3 marches. We brought banners and stuff like that. We went to San Jose, talked to the Huelga people there, got banners and flyers, flags and stuff like that. But our job was security. You know, we'd be watching, make sure, you know, everybody's safe, you know, nobody gets hurt, you know. If there was an incident going on with outsiders, that's what we were there for, to take care of it. That was our job, you know.
So you really had to be skillful. There wasn't the technology then that there is today.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to use skill.
We're people from the barrio. What do we know, man? You know, we didn't have access to millions of dollars and stuff like that. You know, we're very resourceful, very resourceful, very imaginative. You know, and we were able to take care of business and stuff. You know, that's what Cesar and Dolores liked about the Black Berets. And you know, all this these 3 marches, they were coordinated, and they all arrived in Salinas about the same time. Matter of fact, the march coming in from Greenfield up, I was helping with the security on that march. March from Gilroy to Salinas. Luis's brother was helping with that. And the Black Berets, Ray Martinez and them from Watsonville was doing security on those marches. And we all met up in Salinas about the same time. But the funny thing about the march from Greenfield to Salinas, there's this little town called Chular. 500 residents. We marched through that town with 1,000 people. that was funny. And there were more marchers than there was residents in the town. But yeah, we brought that in, and then the Huelga broke out. My father was a foreman for some ranchers, and he had 3 crews of farm workers over there. I went over there and I took out over half of his crews to go on Huelga. My father wouldn't talk to me for 2 years. He hated Cesar Chavez because he you know, it's his livelihood. You know, that's how he was a foreman. He'd drive the bus, pick up the farm workers, and take them to the jobs, take them back, stuff like that. So the Huelga really kind of affected him. And around the Salinas Valley, that after the Huelga broke out, there was, you know, different picket lines, different protests, you know, different gatherings, you know, different ranches and stuff. And we used to drive around. We used to go all over Salinas Valley, making sure these people are okay, you know, making sure the Huelguistas are okay. You know, we'd take them coffee, donuts, stuff like that, you know. Matter of fact, one incident, I was around King City. There was some Huelguistas that were out there. And the ranchers came around. They came around with shotguns. They were going around, hitting the Huelguistas and stuff like that. And they were just giving them a hard time. We looked at it for a little while, so we took off. We came back with a van. We pulled up, opened the doors. We came out with M1 carbines, a couple of shotguns and stuff like that. And he said, "You guys want to fight? You guys want to battle?" He said, "You guys are going to lose." He said, "You want to do it? We'll do it right now. You better leave these guys alone." All the ranchers took off. We just closed up the van and we took off. There was, a couple of water pumps also in Salinas Valley that got blown up mysteriously.
Who knows why? Who knows why?
Yeah.
Nobody knows, but...
No, but there was always somebody there taking credit.
Yeah, somebody always took the credit.
All the time. There was always somebody out there. Some crazy guys always took the credit. And those, during the Chicano moratorium, right before the Chicano moratorium, I was planning on going. I didn't make it to the Chicano moratorium because we were out going to the picket lines, and we were taking the Huelguistas. We were taking donuts and coffee. We had a big pot of coffee. I was in the back seat, and we're going. And of course, we're flying Huelga flags and stuff. And we're going down the freeway. This rancher goes up to us, and bumps us, tries to run us off the freeway. The pot of coffee fell over. And it fell on my foot. I took off my shoe and I took off my sock. All my skin came right off of my foot. And they took me to the hospital and stuff. They patched me up. They did what they did. I mean, my whole foot was just a big blister. And I was on crutches, but I was still out there trying to help do what I could do on crutches and talking, patching out leaflets and stuff like that. But when the Chicano moratorium came, I couldn't go because I was on crutches.
Oh.
So I didn't make it to the Chicano moratorium.
What was that?
That was against the Chicano moratorium was a big march against the Vietnam War.
Okay.
Because during the Vietnam War, 20% of the casualties were Chicanos. There's this book. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's called None But the Brave. It's about Chicanos getting awarded the Congressional Medal of Honors. What they did. You know that the majority holders of the Congressional Medal of Honors are Chicanos. Which is crazy in the barrio. That's fine, man. And the one guy, he said it was an experience. I said my dad didn't talk to me for years. My mom was a supporter. My uncles were a supporter. We had a lot of support. And of course we had victory. The farm workers got their contracts signed. Every time Cesar was around, he'd always have Black Berets around him.
So when you and your father did speak, was there an occasion, was there an event that opened up that dialogue between the two of you?
Not really. It just, I guess after a couple of years after it was over, he's my dad, I'm his son, But we have different opinions, I guess he respected me for it, what I did, but he just wouldn't talk to me. He was really mad at me because he says I was messing with his livelihood, his supporting the family. But it was a sacrifice. I said I had good old mom backing me up. And when Cesar died, we went over there, me, Chemo, Daniel Los Reyes, Luis. There was a whole bunch of Berets over there. And the family asked us if we would do the final security around Cesar. So that's what we did. We had security around the body, all night. you know, keep reporters and everybody away. And then during the whole march, you know, we were security around the family and stuff, and VIPs. Was it Kennedys were there? Jesse Jackson was there. Edward James Olmos was there. The Speaker of the House was named Brown. His last name was Brown. I forgot his first name, but he was a black. He was a black, the black Speaker of the House. He was there, and we had security on all that. You know, it was the finest security. And